Okay, so we're going to talk about doing a simple CSS animation. I started with this page. I ran across this, and it was just a um, easy way to put up a little landing page, develop page. It's nothing too crazy about it here, but so I just went through this. It's just a way to put your username.github.io and make it a landing page. So I was going through that, just adding a couple things. It's supposed to be simple, so I just made a simple little thing similar to this. I'm showing you this just in case you wanted to see it and give credit where credit was due for this guy. So it's dev.to. Here you go. I don't know if yeah, it changes the oops. Yeah, that's not going to be helpful. All right, I'm just going to reset that. If you Google dev.to, create your developer landing page with GitHub, Dinesh Pandian. Sorry if I just ruined your name there. Just trying to give you credit though, so good for that. Anyway, so here's the page that I came up with. Again, it's supposed to be very simple. But what it does, once it comes in, there it goes. Nice little animation. Okay, really easy. And I'll show you how you do it. So over here. So here's the HTML, right? Pretty simple. Got the font awesome for the icons. Font is called Bangers, the Google font. Let's increase this size for you guys here. Let me increase the size. Hello. Increased font size. Here we go. Okay, there it goes. That went too much, maybe. Whoa, why is it so far behind my clicking? Probably the million tabs I have open. Anyway, so here's the font awesome for the icons. Here's the, don't do that. Here's the Google font. Okay, pretty simple. Just add a simple page, simple markup, right? Nielsen developer. Skills section has an ID of skills. And here's all the icons. And here's a link to my site. Okay, so just having them animate in one at a time. Right, so let's get a little closer look at this CSS now. So it's a flex box thing. So that each is just a flex in a column, right? So each section is just one below the other. So getting to the animation part. Okay, here's where if you think about what's happening in this animation, right? Oops. Let's see. I reload. Basically what's happening is each section is going from nothing, no visibility, or opacity 0 in the way we wrote it here, to opacity 1, fully viewable, right? Opacity slowly fades into opacity, full opacity. Okay. So what we did here, each section has to start with an opacity of 0. So that's what I've got here. All the sections have opacity 0, right? Opacity 0, opacity 0. You get the idea. So then what you do is tell it to do the animation, right? And I'll get to in a minute how you go about describing the animation. But this is the instructions for the animation, right? So you tell it, I'm going to start at opacity 0, and then you're going to do this animation. As you're going to tell it, the first number here is tell it to take 3 seconds. And you're going to do the animation call with the name fade in, which we will, in a second, I'll get to describing what how to program that part. So the first number is how long the animation takes to run. The second one is the name of the animation. The third part is the delay, how long before the animation starts. And the last one is whether it runs forward or backwards. So you can see each one I have just set to 3 seconds length. How long it's going to take is 3 seconds. And each one just starts a little bit later than the other one. Half a second starts, 1 second, 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds. Now down here, this right here, keyframes, is where you program the animation. So you're saying the keyframes, at keyframes, that's telling the CSS, okay, I'm going to do this keyframe animation, and it's named fade in. That looks a whole lot like a function, JavaScript function, doesn't it? The function name, brackets, kind of similar anyway. So what you're going to do is basically it's just changing from whatever we had here, or going to opacity 1. I don't remember what the 100% is. I'll have to look that back up, but that's how it's done. Okay, so you think about what's going on, starting with opacity 0. It's taking 3 seconds to do it. It's using this animation that's described, which is described down here. This last section is waiting 2.5 seconds before it starts, and it's running forward. So let's show it again. Starts at 0, and then each one with another slight delay before it starts. Pretty easy. Like I say, I forget what this 100% part means, but we can look it back up. All right. Hope that helps. See ya.